I've been up for a little while. It's only 9:30. I was just getting ready for my day, and I figured I would just go ahead and hop on here and invite you all to get ready with me as well, because I haven't done that in a little while. So I'm making up for lost time when I was sick. Y'all are probably getting tired of seeing me now. Alright, so like I said, we're just gonna get ready. I don't really have anything like organized, ready to go. This is just kind of my daily normal routine, so that's what we're gonna do. Let me find my skincare that I need. I'm gonna need moisturizer, Sotox, and One Drop Wonder. Okay, I've already cleansed my face. Last night, for the first time ever, I actually used Must Do, which is our face oil. And I've been hearing a lot of people have tons of success with like dry spots, even oily spots. Like, it just kind of works for everything. So I put that on my face last night before I went to bed, like after I washed my face, and I put that on, and I think I'm gonna do that more often. My face is so soft. It's like so hydrated. I have this problem with like a really, really dry nose, and that seems to have gotten better. And you would think, since it's a face oil, I mean, it's an oil. You pump it out and it's an oil, that it would make me more oily. But actually, I kind of noticed that it almost like evened out the oiliness. So I'm really impressed for my first night doing that. I will use it again and again and again, and I will let you guys know like over time what I think. But for the first night ever doing it, it worked really, really great. So I'm excited to put my skincare on, prime my face, and put my makeup on this. And again, we'll just kind of see how it works. Last night was the first time I'd used Must Do as a night moisturizer, and right now I'm impressed. We will see how it works like as we go throughout the day. So first off, I'm going to take our, you can never see this in the light, I don't know why I do it. So our Sotox. This is something that I like to say lightens, brightens, and tightens. You've heard me probably say that a million times. And I use that in strategic places, like under my eyes, because I have horrible under eye circles. They've actually gotten better. I mean, you can see them here, but they used to look like I had just black eyes constantly, like I'd been hit in the face with like a baseball. But that's gotten better. If you guys have questions while I do this, because I'm going to kind of do it quickly, we're going to be heading out for our day. We're going camping this weekend. So I'm just kind of going quickly through everything. I, of course, will talk, because how many of us know me not to talk? I mean, come on. But I'm going to just kind of go quickly over everything. So I'm still putting Sotox on. I use my ring finger, especially around the eye area. And I always put it under my eyes, on my forehead, just to prevent like those forehead wrinkles that you can get. I usually put it down like these laugh lines. I pretty much put it anywhere that I want to prevent wrinkles, and then my under eyes, because of those under eye circles. Get all of this hair out of my way. And then because I have somewhat of a double chin, I put it down there. Hopefully it'll tighten that area. It's gotten a little bit tighter, but I mean, that's a lot to deal with right there. So, and then I'm going to skip that step since I already used a face oil. And then I'm just going to use my Calm Balm face moisturizer. This is for normal or acne prone skin or sensitive skin. I'm just going to use that all over my face like a normal moisturizer. Our products always smell so good. Like, that's what I notice always about the Calm Balm, is it's got aloe and kendi oil. But I don't know, it just has like this clean, fresh scent to it. I don't know how to explain it, but every time I put it on, I just always notice the smell. Hi, okay, it looks like we've got Bridget, Wendy, Cheryl, Karen, hello. Comment and let me know you're here so I know who's watching me. Otherwise, you guys are, you know, just kind of creepily watching me from behind the camera. Hi, Karen. Okay, so now that I've got all of my skincare on, I'm going to kind of let that soak into my face. What is? Oh, my. Don't watch that one then. Sorry, my son. If she's going to make a mess, don't watch it. He's watching YouTube, kids YouTube on his tablet. So then once I've got all my skincare done, I'm going to go in with our First Base Makeup Primer. It's always super important to prime your face. I do want to come on here at some point live.
Mom, I want to set my tablet right here.
Okay.
I need to go.
Okay, go to the bathroom. It's so important to prime your face. I will do a video showing like one side done with makeup without primer. Sorry, he distracted me. And then one side with primer, and I'll show you the difference. It's really amazing, like how well your makeup stays and how much better it looks. So I'm going to take this and I just spray it all over my face. Okay. And of course you get your little fans out, your hands. And I just kind of let that dry and soak in a little bit. Okay. Last night I showed you guys that I got this new Beautiful You collection. So I think we're going to go ahead and use it. So in this collection I got a foundation and 2 concealers. I don't know that I'm going to do the contour today, but I'll just kind of show you an everyday normal look. I'm going to take my blender full, and I am just going to, like in my foundation, I'm going to kind of twist it in there just once. This is a new foundation, so I'm doing it twice actually, just because it's new. Kind of get it used to it. And then I'm just going to go in. You see how much you get with just like 2 twists. Another thing, your blender full, you want to use slightly damp. So I had dampened this morning. Hey, buddy. And, yeah. Like I said, this is going to be really quick makeup. You know, okay, so question for y'all. These headbands, I can never get to stay on me. Like, I can tell this one's already slipping off. And I've bought every type. I've bought the ones that you can get, you know, like at Walmart, just the cheap ones. I've bought really expensive ones. Like this one's from Lululemon. And, you know, so it was pricey. Baby, hey, I'm on a video. But, so it was more pricey. It still doesn't stay. I've bought some from, like, Junk Headbands. A bunch of different places, and I just can't get any of these headbands to stay. I don't know if like my occipital bone back here just isn't big enough or what, but it drives me nuts because when I work out I would love to have a headband that stayed, and these don't. I would love to have a headband to stay when I ran, and nothing does. So if y'all have recommendations for like headbands that actually stay put, I would love that, because so far I've not found any. And I've probably tried like 5 different brands, maybe. Okay. Foundation done. Really easy. Leave that alone. Then I'm just going to take my concealer. I'm just going to rub... Okay. Rub my finger in that a little bit. Again, it's brand new, so I'm just kind of getting that first time. And I put this... Hey, careful with my backdrop, baby. Put that under my eye.
Mom, what are these all for?
They're bows. Hey, you gotta be careful. You're gonna knock everything over.
Hi, Mom.
You gotta leave those bows in here, though.
Okay.
I need them for...
What?
Cheryl, the one you gave me, the CrossFit one, it does okay. It just, like, if I'm moving around a whole lot, nothing does, though. No. Hey, I'm doing my makeup. I need you to leave it all alone. Can you take your tablet in the other room?
I'll see.
I know, baby, but right now, I'm just trying to quickly do this on a video.
I'll see them.
I know, but can you take your tablet maybe to the living room and finish watching Paw Patrol?
What? Can I finish?
No. Right now, I don't want you messing with my brushes, please. Please. Okay, so you need to take this in the other room because I can't hear. Come on. Come on, Bryson. Can you get out?
Let's go around again.
I know. Sorry, y'all. I know. Cheryl, and honestly, like, I love that headband. I do use it a lot. And it's not the fault of any of the headbands. It just, I think my head is just developed differently because nothing, like the really thin ones don't stay, these don't stay. Like this has tons of anti-slip grippers on it and it still slips off. So I just think that either my hair's too slick or my head's shaped weird. I don't know. I've kind of given up. So you also saw me put the concealer on my eyelid. Our concealers are waterproof and they have a primer built into them. So I always use them on my eyelid as just like an eyelid primer. It works awesome. It helps my eyeshadow really stay all day and I love it. Okay, so the next thing I got in the Beautiful You collection was a translucent powder and a blush. Again, I would normally contour with that darker concealer, but today I'm not really doing much but going to a campground, so I don't think I need a contour. So I'm going to skip that step. But with my translucent powder that looks white, but it's actually colorless, I just dip my big fluffy brush in there, and I put that over my makeup. This really sets that foundation in, makes it to where it is not going to move all day long. I've worked out in this stuff. I've ran in this stuff, and it does not stay all day. Gone to my son's soccer, which they're not really games. I mean, at his age, they're kind of like a practice and game all in one. But been there and helped him out whenever he doesn't want to listen to his coaches, but he'll listen to me. So running around like crazy soccer mom. And my makeup does not budge. Not at all. And that's just setting it with that powder. So then I'm going to go in with this blush, which this is blush number 4. It's like a really shimmery pink blush. And tap a little bit off because these are super pigmented. So if you, it really a little goes a long way. Like I got too much blush on my brush right then, so I tapped a lot of the excess off. And I just lightly sweep it. I don't like clown blush. So I just kind of sweep it right on my cheek just so that it looks like I have a little bit of a flush. There's really no right way to do it. It's whatever, you know, you like. But that's what I do. Okay, and then lastly in that Beautiful You collection, I got this wonderful 6 palette eyeshadow. And we're going to do brows first. So I'm going to just take a brush. It's, you know, one of these like angled brushes. Really, there you go. Really thin and angled. And on the other end of this one, it has a spoolie so I can brush my eyebrows out. So I'm just going to kind of brush and tame these little bad boys. I'd say I have caterpillars, but my brows are actually very sparse. That's why I fill them in with eyeshadow. And for my brows, I'm going to take, I have dark hair right now, so I think I'm going to take this eyeshadow right here. It's like a darker brown. I usually use like a taupe color, but actually think it hasn't been dark enough just with my hair color right now. So I just take that angled end of my brush and I just very lightly like shape my eyebrows. So right now I'm just going to kind of do the outline so then I know exactly where I want the color to go. And I get my eyebrows threaded as well. If any of you are local, there's a place in Mattoon, Susu. She's awesome. Like, she does such a good job. I will never get my brows done any other way. It will always be by threading. Because waxing breaks me out so bad. I have sensitive skin, and the stuff in the wax just, for one, it'll break my skin out so bad. And it makes my, like the area where they put the wax, it gets so red and irritated. It looks horrible. So definitely no more waxing for me, because apparently, you know, my skin's telling me, no, this is bad for me. Please don't do this anymore. So there we go. And I just really light strokes. I just filled that in with eyeshadow. That's all that is eyeshadow. And I've missed a spot right here. And I just kind of fill in the sparse areas. I shape them a little bit better. There you go. And that's the difference between a done eyebrow and a not done eyebrow. Some people like to spray their brush beforehand with the finishing spray. You can do that too. It'll really make them to where they are not moving around at all. Personally, I just kind of like a lighter, more feathery touch. That way it's not quite so, quite as noticeable. So I will, whenever I spray my entire face with the finishing spray, that's kind of when, you know, I really make sure that it gets on my brows. That way it still doesn't move. But obviously, like taking eyeshadow with a damp brush is going to make the color come out even more. And this is already such a dark brown color. I don't know. It's just, it really is personal preference. I've seen people do their brows so many different ways. And no way is right. No way is wrong. It's really what works for you. And this works for me. Actually, one of my favorite things to do on my face is my brows. I love eyeshadow, but like, oops, and I messed that one up. I love doing eyeshadow, but like my brows, I don't know. Like, I just feel like whenever I do my brows, I feel like I've really, like I could go really, really super light on my eyeshadow and I would still feel like I'm completely done up just because I've done my brows. So like, I just feel like it's a complete look. This is my bad brow, obviously. It's my left, and so I'm not as good on this side. So it just takes me a little bit longer over here to get the look I want. And, I mean, as much as I am a perfectionist and I would love my brows to be identical, really, I mean, it's hard to do. Just like eye makeup, you can't get both sides to completely match. So I go more for them to be related. So they can be like sisters or even cousins sometimes, depending just how it comes out. But they're pretty much never twins. One of these days maybe I'll get twin eyebrows, but who knows. So there you go, and my eyebrows are done. So really, really easy. Now I'm going to move into my eye makeup. So I'm first going to start with just like a pointed eyeshadow brush. And I am going to take this like tannish bone color right here. It's called a corkable, I'm pretty sure. And I'm going to lightly tap my brush into that. And I am going to put that in the crease area. Another great tip that you can do, since this is a pointed brush, it kind of fits right in your crease and you can leave your eye open. That way you can really see what you're doing. And you can also tell that, you know, it's not hiding away in your crease. Like I can still see some with my eyes open, which is really the ultimate goal. Otherwise, why wear eyeshadow, right? So I just kind of go back and forth and really blend that in, just using like a windshield wiper technique. Yes, Cheryl, twins are good. Unfortunately, my eyebrows are not twins. They are like I said, some days they are sisters, and other days they're more like distantly related cousins. It just depends on how they come out. Today, I think they're sisters. They look pretty good today. This one, I messed up just a little bit, but that's the wonderful thing about makeup, is you can always blend or, you know, take it off, or, I mean, they make makeup removers for a reason. You know I used to even be scared of doing makeup, but you really don't need to be, because like I said, you can always try something new, and if you don't like it, take it off. You know, I spend a lot of time playing in my makeup, usually live in front of you guys. Why I do that, I don't know. Like, I love going live, but it seems like every time I want to try something new, I'm always live with you guys. And some days it works and some days it doesn't. So, but you all love me anyway and you keep tuning in, so apparently you like it when I mess up. Like when I do my Halloween costume, everybody wants to see me do this unicorn. And I'll be honest, it kind of terrifies me because it's definitely something I've never done before. It's going to be so different for me. But I'll go live. Like, I'll show you guys. If it turns out to be a hot mess, like, it turns out to be a hot mess. But at least you guys will see it with me. So now I'm going to take this darker color. I'm pretty sure this one is Brownie Points. And I just concentrate that on the outer V. So if you think of the outer eyelid as like a V right here, that's really where I put like my darkest shade. So in the upper crease, and then I blend it down along this lower, like my top lash line. And then I just kind of blend it in the triangle right there. One of my mantras is basically, when in doubt, blend it out. So, and people always think I'm so funny when I say that, but it's the truth. You know, always blend. And I start with just a little bit, and you can always build more color on top of that. I have people ask me about eyeshadow technique constantly. This is what works for me, and so I'm just kind of taking you through the madness of what I do. So it's kind of like this outer triangle, really. I start with a V, but I always kind of blend into the center of it. I don't like there to be like harsh lines or anything like that. And so you see that outer V / triangle. And that's what I do with the darker color. Again, these are super pigmented, so I'm barely just like tapping my brush in there. I'll tap a little excess off just on the side of my palette. That way I can avoid fallout. Since I've already done my face makeup, the last thing I want is for eyeshadow to fall all underneath my eyes and me have to reconceal that area. I mean, sometimes it happens, and yeah, you know, you reconceal under your eyes, but if you tap off the excess, a lot of times you can prevent too much fallout. And so, again, I just kind of, this outer triangle area. Okay, so now we're going to go into like the eyeshadow color. And again, if you didn't join me last night, this is a collection that we offer called the Beautiful You collection. And it came with the foundation, 2 concealers, a blush, my translucent powder, and a 6 palette eyeshadow, which we already used one of them for my eyebrows. I've used one as my crease color, one as my outer, like darker, smokier color. And now I'm going to go in with one of my favorites. This is called Peachy Gleam. It's like a really shimmery, peachy color. It is so pretty. I use it all the time. I just think it's a good color no matter what skin tone you are. And for this, I just, you know, tap this brush in there. It gives you a ton of product, as you can see. And for this, I want a lot of color payout, so I'm going to tap the product into my eyelid. Instead of swiping, I am just tapping that color in. Like that. And that helps me get a lot of color payoff from a little bit of product. Our eyeshadows last so long. I've had mine since like the end of June, I think is whenever I got them. My 18 Well palette that I use pretty much every day. And I still have a ton of eyeshadow left because it just doesn't take much at all. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, only using the Beautiful You collection, what you can do. Okay. Now I am going to take a clean, like, eyeshadow brush. This is just like a domed blender, and it's clean. And I'm not going to put any product on it. I'm just going to simply use this to blend out any, like, harsh lines. Like, this eye looks pretty good. I'm going to just use baby circles right here in my crease and this outer V just to kind of blend a little bit of that. But this one can use some work. So again, I'm just going to take little circles. And I'm going to blend that out. Like I said, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer them, whether it's on here or a private message or anything you need. The biggest part of these videos, I mean, yeah, of course, if you want to buy some LimeLight product, I would be more than happy to hook you up. But really more than that, I just, you know, people ask me how I do my makeup, and so I want to help people kind of learn, like, you know, how they can do their makeup. Okay, so that's that. The last thing I'm going to do is I have a lot lighter of a color. It's like this cream color right here. And I'm just going to take that and I'm going to use that as a highlighter on my eyelid just to kind of highlight the places I need. So I'm going to take that brush that I just used to kind of blend some of the lines out. I'm going to take it and I'm going to put that cream color right underneath like the arch of my eyebrow, just to open up that area and highlight that. Then I'm going to take it again and I'm going to put it on the inner corner of my eye. That helps your eyes look really open, and it just kind of brightens your eye area. It's just something that I always do, and I build that into that inner corner. Oh, and speaking of my 18 well palette, that's what this looks like. You can see that I've used it, but I still have a ton of product left, ton. Okay, so my eyeshadow is done. Now we're going to do liner. So instead of using liquid liner today, like I said, I'm not really going anywhere crazy, and this is actually a trick I love to do. You'll notice that there was a black left in this palette because I've used every single one of these colors now. That's why I created this 6-well eyeshadow palette, is because I'm going to use all of them. So I'm going to take that black color and that's going to be my eyeliner. So you can do this one of two ways. Let me find my brush. Nope, not that one. Sorry guys, bear with me. Okay. You can either take an angled brush like this, similar to the brow one. This one doesn't have a spoolie at the end. But an angled brush like this, and you can use it to do eyeshadow. Or I have this other pointed like little brush, like a smoky liner brush, and I'm going to use that. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, I'm going to dip just the point into the black, and I am going to use it as an eyeliner. So I'm going to start on the top. And you basically just put it where you would put a pencil or liquid or whatever kind of eyeliner you're used to. It's just that it's eyeshadow. You know, and you can close your eye, you can leave it open. Again, it's whatever you're used to. Using the liquid liner, I'm so used to leaving my eye kind of open that that's just pretty much how I put on eyeliner now. Sorry, I can't do this in the camera. I've tried, it's a mess, so I have to have my mirror right here. So you'll see me looking kind of off this way. And again, with eyeshadow, like you really can, you know, build on this. You can have a really thin line. I can make this more dramatic. And it's just eyeshadow, so I can do whatever look I want, but there you go. And then for the bottom lash line, I don't want to go quite as dramatic, so I'm just going to take that really dark brown color that I used on the outer corner, and I'm going to use that and just smudge it on the bottom. And my eye is lined, like that eye's done. So then I just go in and I do the same thing on this eye. Is it hot outside? I haven't been outside yet. Is it hot out? Because I know I'm taking my son, we're going camping. We have a campsite, but we want to go swimming, and so I'm hoping it's warm enough today to do that. Kind of last swim of the season. So, yep, let me just finish lining the top of this eye. Get it to match. There we go. And then go in with that brown color for the bottom. There we go. My eyes are lined. And that was just using eyeshadow and a pointy brush. You can do wings with eyeshadow. I mean, you can do anything you want with eyeshadow. It's really, really completely easy. And then before I do my mascara, I'm just going to go in with our 10 Years Younger finishing spray. Give that a shake. And this is the finishing spray that will make this last all day. I'm very generous with it. I don't want this to move. Not at all. Again, with the hand fans, just fan that out. And then last step is going to be lips and mascara. So I take our Perfect Mascara, which is a one-step fiber mascara. Okay. And I think I've gotten better with doing, like, I don't have weird mascara faces on the camera anymore. Hopefully. People used to screen print me while I was on live doing my mascara because I would be, like, making weird faces. And now I've worked on it. And I feel like I do pretty good. So no more crazy screenshots. Hopefully. A little bit on the lower lash line. There we go. I always do that. Always. I love mascara, but I always make a mess. And I know I go live at like the most random times of the day. And I'm sorry. I know you all watch the replays. One of these days I might actually go live during like a time y'all can actually join me. But until then, it's just going to be like random times, and like I said, you guys can watch the replays, I guess. Because during a video, I always see people hop on and off, and which is totally fine. It does not bother me. I mean, you know, we all have lives. There we go. So now all I need is some lips. Sorry, I'm still getting over this cold. It's awful. Like, I'm over it, but now it's just a matter of, like, the leftover cough. I'm wearing pink today, and my eyes are kind of neutral, so why not use something fun like this? I'm going to, actually, my lips are a little dry, so I'm going to prime them just a little. I'm going to use our One Drop Wonder, and I'm just going to use a little bit on my lips, which works awesomely. And it's a great, you know, kind of like primer for the lips, and it makes them feel so soft. So I just put a drop of that, if you can, there it is, on the back of my hand. And put that on. I'm going to blot it off a little just because when I put my lipstick on, I don't want it to be super slick. But just lightly, because I still want product there. And it's just, it's like a booster oil. It's Pomifera oil. And it works, it's One Drop Wonder. Like, I am obsessed with it. I put it on after my Sotox Usually I had a face oil on last night. That's the only reason I didn't do it today. But I'll put it on after my Sotox. It helps all of that really soak into my skin. I use it as a lip primer. When Bryson got a sunburn on his face, I used it all over his sunburn, and it really helped. He told me that it took the burn out, because I said, how's that feeling? He goes, it doesn't burn anymore. I've used it all over like bug bites. Takes the itch right out of that. One Drop Wonder is literally just that. One Drop Wonder. So yeah, now we're going to go in with this pink lipstick. To match my shirt. I'm just kind of using the tip to line. There we go. Nice bright pink. Matches my shirt. Our lipstick is so creamy. It almost feels like lip balm. I love it. Yeah. Normally I would maybe put a gloss over that if I want, but I don't feel like I need to today. But yeah, that was using the Beautiful You collection. The only extra thing I added was the lipstick and the mascara. But when you buy that collection, you get, I'll go through this again. You get a foundation and 2 concealers. I have a really dark one. Obviously, I'm not dark, but I use it to contour. Normally, I didn't today, but I can use that as a highlight and contour my concealers. Then I got my translucent powder and a blush. And then I got a 6 Well eyeshadow palette, which, as we just saw, the eyeshadows have multiple uses. So I used the black as my eyeliner. I used this brown color for my brows. I used this one on the outer V of my eye. I used this one as my crease color, all over eye color, and then the highlighter. Yeah, and so you can use all of that. Beautiful You collection, these 3 palettes right here, everything you need to do your entire face. I love it. This is definitely like my favorite collection of all, just because it kind of has everything you need. The only thing you have to add on to this is a mascara and then a lip product, whether it be a gloss, lipstick, whatever. And of course, like, you can use your normal mascara, you can use your normal lipstick. It doesn't have to be LimeLight. So if you bought this collection, you have a really, really good start. But yeah, that's it. That's me using my Beautiful You collection for my entire face, other than, like I said, lips and mascara. And I hope that you all love this. I hope you learned something. If you have any questions, whether it be about the products or about technique or anything like that, just let me know. But I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and a great day. I'm going to head out to go camping, and I love you all. Bye!